I hear the voices inside my head, the voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog, we fighting above the law.
You hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, Daylin. Hey, Rambling. Chris. Angie. LTL. I was just binging your channel. Angie B. Lil B. Melinda. Kimkins. Yum Diddley. Robin. Cool Gamer. Wandering Hearts. The one and only. Mallory. Hey, Mallory. Kimkins. Molly Brown Uptown. The one and only Cotton Candy Boobs. Hey, Sarah. Mandy. Yeah. Hey, trio. I'm usually fashionably late, guys. And today I decided, you know what? There's a lot to say. Let's start early for once. Once in Cher's life. She's early. No. Hey, Shuby Mom. Rosie May. Alexis. Let me see if I can get this camera on. Sorry, there's sawing in the background. Hubby. So we've been under... The last 2 nights, we've got alerts to our phones. We've had serious tornado warnings. We've had quite the weather here. So down the road where his work is doesn't have power. Some people don't have power. So he had to bring work home today. So that don't work, right? So he brought his work home. So, and I did shut the door and it sounds exactly the same as this. So I left the door open so the cats could come in and out. I hope it's not too bad for y'all. Hey, Melinda. Crazy weather. Crazy. Hey, Rosie. Sunshine. Deanna. It has always stood out to me that Tim is very comfortable wandering around in the woods and very knowledgeable of Tennessee and the area. That's exactly on point. Exactly. Yes, he'd be running up and down those mountains and hills and everything, right? I mean, we see lots of pictures of him out. Pretty good, Rambling. And my name is Cher, not Char. Char. I don't even know. You guys, it's Tuesday, so we're leaving on Saturday. There we go. Hey, Waylon. Waylon's Mimi. Hello. Hi. Hey, Punxie. Hey, Candy. True Crime and Love and Blonde. What kind of trouble we all gonna get in today, right? Okay. Where do we start first? So, thumbs up in the chat. Hey, Flip Flop. Thumbs up in the chat. You think Don wrote that letter. Thumbs down in the chat. You know that he did not write that letter. I already know what I'm going to see. Little experiment. Because I don't know how to do those damn online poll thingies that people be doing in their lives. So, I don't know how to do that. Hey, you want to come up here? You can come up here. You're going to YouTube with me? We can't put our butt on YouTube. Trust me, Mama's been in trouble for that. Say hi. Say hi. Alicia, April, Mandy, Juju Drop, Amanda G. Oh, purr. Can you purr? You stop purring because I put you to the microphone? Okay. Okay, my big boy. Oh, it's heavy. Linda Loohoo. Hey, Sec201. Hey, Jackie. Shake and bake. Debbie. Yeah, no, right? No, he did not write that. We know he did not write that. Oh, okay. Oh, are you okay, honey? What'd you do? Throwing everything around. Oh my lord. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna cat hair everywhere now. Dammy, hey boo. All right. I want to start off by saying something. There's a few creators in here, and for the ones who are not in here and may or may not catch this on replay, or to everyone here listening, hey Arkansas White Dove, I didn't see you, hun. Sorry about that. What the fuck did my computer just do? Hey Sassy, Andrea, new subscriber, thank you. I hope you stay. Darzella, good to see you. Yeah, last night was a trip for all that went there, but there's a lot to talk about, right? But today specifically, I want to talk about Beach Creek, the Sandman, Jodie Sue, some more. I know, it's just troubling. So I do want to start this out right away. So for the creators who are not in here, if you all, any creator you guys follow or whatever, please tell them, or like if you're in live, be like, this is what Cher says, because this I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen with those letters. I will not be live streaming those letters that Dawn's writing. I will read them out loud, but I'm not going to show those letters, because what I think is waiting by the end of summer, because it takes several weeks for this to go through what I'm about to say. But Tim Mullen isn't the only person who can get people onto TV shows. I've, like I said, for years, I have, I network, okay? I know people who can talk to people who can do things. As a lot of you know, I actually got one of my friends, who everyone thought I was selling the Summerwell story for Dr. Oz, right? No. Set up a thing for my friend to go on there and talk about her Chris Watts experience and her time in speaking with Chris Watts and all that mess. But even before that, I was in touch for a different case to do things and stuff like that. So talking to production teams and that isn't really new for me, or attorneys that you've all probably seen on, you know, documentaries on Netflix and shit. Cher networks. She's good at it and loves to do it. Okay, so Tim Mullen, here's my guess at what's going to happen. When will you see your dad? A week today. Is today Tuesday? A week today, y'all will be with Dad. This time next week, we'll be probably live streaming with Papa Cher. So be watching out for that. Tim didn't sign Dawn's name. That would be illegal, right, Tim? Ooh, good one, Molly. I'm not sure. Hey, Aaron. Benny, hey bro. Okay, so what I'm gonna say, there's a few creators in here, so let me just get this out. Don't show the letters, creators. Do not put these stupid Dawn Wells letters on your channel, because what is going to come, mark my words, some of y'all who've been with me for years know that a lot of things Cher says comes to fruition, right? We know this. So just either trust me or don't trust me. I don't really give a damn, but I'm not going to be posting on community posts or on a live stream showing these letters from Dawn Wells or the Sandman. Or fucking Ronnie Lawson at this point. I don't even know anymore. Because what happened is they have released those letters through a network, whatever news. I promise you, they bought the rights to these letters. They bought the rights to these. And now this takes some time. So it's probably easier if I talk to you about, a lot of you know Chrissy from Chris Watts, right? She got engaged to Chris Watts's inmate buddy, can't even remember his fucking name because he doesn't matter. But they were writing this book. Do you guys remember Chrissy? A lot of people were mean calling her Big Lips Chrissy because she has luscious lips. If you all remember. So when we booked her on there was I don't even know some of the other creators that did Chris Watts even, I don't even know if they know that I done this, but there was a couple things that some of the creators back then all started losing. They were getting copyright strikes because they had certain pictures, and that's because we sold them. And so Dr. Oz's production company has the copyright claims. So for several weeks it takes 6, 7, 8 weeks for the copyright things, everything to get into place. So we can have fun showing all of that right now, but what's to come in September, because this is what Tim Mullen wants to do. He said he planned on everything staying on YouTube, right? He sought out YouTube because he didn't want this on a national level because he couldn't put out those fires or didn't want to. So, but what's also he wants to do is to not incriminate, what's it called? Uncredit us, make us uncredible looking on YouTube. And how are you going to do that? They're going to go through. Trust me, don't post those. I'm telling you, creators, do not post these letters from Don Wells on your thing. I promise you, I smell a copyright. I think somebody got money to own copyrights for these letters. Not kidding you. I promise. So don't share it. That's my advice. Don't share it. I know exactly that's how things work. Benny was in here. He can probably vouch that that's how things work. But yeah, do not. No, please don't do that. She's a very good friend of ours. Chrissy is a really good friend of mine. Please retract that. Yeah, because I can only put you in timeout or block user, and I don't want to do either of those because you probably didn't know, but she's my friend. So Laced in Perfume, retract that or you're going to get blocked, please. Thank you. We don't talk shit about my friends here. It doesn't fly with me. I don't give a shit. Sorry. No. I'm a bear. Yes, however, if you show them from the media outlet, I think it's mostly safe. Yeah, if we do it like fair use, yeah. Yeah, probably safer that way. But I just wanted to give the warning. I'm not showing it because I think it's in a way meant to do that to us because like with me and Chrissy, there was a few people on one camp that kept running these one things. So we did do that on purpose for a couple creators, but it did end up getting a strike. I know for a few creators I love and adore, but I'm sorry. But I think I told everyone back then, or they all knew. But anyway, yeah, just don't do it. Yeah. So now another thing I want to point out. Benny was talking about it on his live stream today, so check it out after this. And we all heard Jodie Sue say that she saw a scream, right? So now I could pull up all these videos. Do you remember she said she was walking in the creek? Then she said, where was the video when she said, I just played it the other night. Do you remember she also said, I thought she was still in there. I went back to the creek thinking she was still in there or to see if she was still in there. Remember? And we were like, wait, what? Still in the creek? What? And then she says because she might have fell and hurt herself. Remember she said that? Which aligns with Hunter saying that she fell and slipped in the water, hit her head on a rock at the swim hole. Now, that is one of the same story, but with two different locations. So that's weird. She saw a scream too. That's weird. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Bex. Everyone I'm not saying hello to that I'm missing, I'm sorry. True Crime with Sunshine. Hey, love. I shortened my name. This is Army for the Voices. Love it. Homegirl. Hey. Angie's Life. Hey, everyone. That is. So it's the same story because we have Hunter told Chris McDonough, what he said, right? Well, she was underwater for a few seconds, he said, right? And then you have now her saying, Jodie Sue, she saw the scream or she heard the scream. Did she see the scream? Why would she go back to the creek to see if she was still in there? She caused a scream, in my opinion. Possible. That's possible. I was on fire last night. No, I was actually a little bit shocked. I was like, this motherfucker did not just come up on my panel. I wasn't expecting him to, but I didn't get to ask him. You could hear his phone pinging, right? We'll get to that too, because the guy he rode down there with, now remember he said too, one of the vehicles they drove was a yellow truck. Did you guys catch that last night? How do you see a scream? Good question, because I've only ever heard screams. I have seen my children playing, and I have heard them screaming. I've got 4. I got 2 boys that like to throw down on each other. So, yeah, right? I see them roughhousing, and I can hear them screaming. I ain't never seen a scream in my life. Hey, Lucia, or Lucia, I'm going to try and say it correctly. Hey, EyeMSin, the SUV in the back of the Penske. He said it was yellow. You can see lightning, hear thunder, but not see a scream. That should go on a fucking bumper sticker or something. Seeing her scream, Tammy, exactly. I mean, what is she... like, what is she trying to say there, right? Now, did you also catch a few things that Andy said last night about lip lock? You always make pretty little comments. Thank you. I said last night, what was the question how did I specifically ask it? Oh, how did you hear that somewhere went missing? He said, Hunter called me. First things out of his mouth was, Dad, I'm in some trouble. He said it was 3 days after Summer went missing. Well, he said it was on the 19th. On the 19th, Hunter called him and said, Dad, I'm in some trouble. You hear him also talking about how Hunter's not supposed to be on social media right now, which is odd because I can't say that that's a parental rule, right? Because parental rule, are we kidding here? Like, let's be real. Parental rules in any of that group does not exist, right? You hadn't heard that yet? Well, let's pull that up. Let's pull that up because some of y'all didn't hear it. Yep, Dad, I'm in some trouble. Yeah, and Benny called last night. I called him back. He was like, was there anything, like, do you think there was anything of substance in your chat with him? And I was like, I don't really know, but it had just happened too, right? So I was like, I don't think so, because he's lying. He's lying. He lies a lot. And so I was like, I really don't know. You listen, and if you want to like quiz me on whatever if you find something in there that's of substance, but there are little things. Going back and listening and hearing what y'all took from it too is also helpful. That was just yesterday, right? Yes. Was that translating Jodie Sue? Yeah, 19 hours ago. Okay, I hope I don't copyright myself. Listening to my voices. Hey, Nanya. I don't think I've ever seen a scream before. No. Hey, Zoe. Maybe I'm wrong. Just hadn't pegged Jodie Sue Brown as some kind of Rain Man-like character. I mean, she goes back and forth because she likes to pity me, sad fishing, me, poor me, my cancer. I sleep all the time. I can barely do anything. Right? But, I mean, then you have videos of her like, everyone come, wash the perfume off. No shoes, no whatever. Be able to move around and get through the woods real quick. We can't have nobody slow. You got to be able to catch up. We got to get through these woods real quick in the middle of the night. No perfumes. Wash yourself off. blah, 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 right? So is she, this poor, like, whatever, Jodie Sue that can barely fucking move, just a blob at the fucking table. And I say blob, not, like, I say blob, like, blah, like, we don't even know what she's fucking saying half the time, right? She's like, oh, I'm bang down to in summer wells and bang, so I make money summer wells and so I'm the neighbor summer wells, bang, liars and dawn wells and the bang summer, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, just say less. Say less. Hey, Daisy Joe. So, that's what I hear anyway. I don't know about the rest of you. No, I can't. My tongue thinks it's even weird to do that. All right. Let's see some of the weird things that Andy said last night. Oh my gosh. Julia, you're here. Hey, boo. She's been working those long hours at the medical cannabis store, y'all, in Florida. That is what she sounds like. Sometimes I'm like, and I'll rewind it a million times. I really try to understand the words that are coming out of her mouth. But I can't. And I try. You guys see. I try. I try my best. But there's... Was the wash yourself off and don't be a baby in the woods video from before she had cancer? I have no idea, Anonymous, nor do I even care. I don't even know. I speak Southern mumble. People used to make fun of Ronnie Watts, Chris Watts' dad. They would say mean things about how he talked. Nothing on Jodie Sue. But I'm not gonna lie. If I had to translate like a panel with Ronnie Watts, Ronnie, I love you. I'm sorry. And Jamie, if you're watching this is just for funsies, because I'm just saying, like, Ronnie Watts is hard to understand, but I understand. If you just like actually pay attention to the words, like when people talk and just hear them, it ain't that hard. But a lot of people had trouble understanding Ronnie Watts. I didn't. But then I was thinking last night, like, could you imagine Jodie Sue Brown and Ronnie Watts on panel together and Cher trying to translate? No. 100% April. They used to call him Marble Mouse Ronnie. That's Jodie Sue. Yeah, Tammy. Yeah. Did NY roll in sometime Jodie Sue made that video? Oh, good question, Julia. We should check that out. Hi, Hearsay. Mandy TNT. Thank you so much for your super sticker. All right, let me share screen. We'll pull this up. Let's just skip. But let's say the side that thinks
your wife is so sweet.
Could smell him. Me and
right.
any of the fuck. Does anyone
Hey,
remember when he comes on?
Well,
It was like my last hour, I think.
but I never said hey somebody took.
Oh yeah, I
some.
forget you can do
never
this.
said, you know, anything to really imply. I mean, it's screaming, it's saying her screaming, sorry, I didn't know. Doesn't imply somebody
Did
took
she just
her.
say I didn't?
Saying her screaming, sorry, I didn't know. Doesn't imply somebody took her immediately, because I gotta tell you, some of my
Did
first
she say
thoughts
floss her
weren't
cooker?
necessarily that.
I don't even want to know what that means.
Let's talk to him on the panel.
Oh,
this
here
time.
he goes.
I
Okay.
have
To be a man, to be a real man, and to face a chick that's not just gonna take his shit. Let's talk for reals, not for plays, Andrew. That's right, he hops on right before the song even gets going, that asshole. Okay.
I have to go back to a 9 to 5.
If that's you, Andrew, just give me a little look-see on the camera before I let you on. You know how this goes. What was his name in the chat? Live your own life? Guys, stop timing him out right now. Stop timing him out! Let's find this shit. Don't time him out. Please, mods. Because I do want him to come up here. Andrew Hayes, so that's not him probably. If that is you, Andrew, I can see you in studio or someone in studio.
Oh, it's him. He needed a new alias. I was doing, yeah.
Oh, is that what name he's under? Okay. Weird. I can't see
Hi,
him.
Crystal.
Oh,
Thank
it is
you.
him. All right. You can turn your camera off if you want. All right. This is Andrew. Andrew, I'll try to be respectful to you if you do the same. Deal?
I did my best.
All right. So
I tried.
Don't
I was watching Benny. He cracked up when I said that. He was like, sis. Can't promise it, though. No, I said I'll try. I try. Because I honestly didn't think I could hold it together like I did.
Now, let's hear his... Let's talk to him.
At least I'm fucking honest, you know.
Oh my.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, my Lord. Welcome.
Hi. How's life?
Oh, life is peachy. How's life for you?
In all honesty, crappy.
Okay.
I have to go back to a 9 to 5.
Okay.
I don't like having a boss. I like being my own. I have to go back to a 9
Okay.
to 5.
I can relate with you there.
Linda, right? I wanted to hear that. I like to ask some people that, especially abusive, narcissistic men. And so before, you know, you're gonna talk to me, and then when you hop down here, you're gonna go call me stupid or something like that. But you're gonna fucking say in front of all these people first that you don't think I'm a dummy. So when you get off of here and you go try and tell people you think I'm a dummy, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just makes me laugh.
I can relate with
White Rabbit, welcome to the Crazy Train. Choo choo. Welcome back on the Crazy Train. No, still welcome to the Crazy Train. It's been a 4-month ride for you, girl. Choo choo. Thank you. Love you.
you there. Why the name change, Andrew? So, Andrew, what would you like to discuss with me? What would you like to get off your shoulders since here we are, right, after all this time?
Thanks, sweet
So,
Sativa.
what would you like to
In
talk
all
about?
honesty, I don't really know where the hell we got off on the wrong foot or what pissed who off. I know for a while I was, oh, please, don't, please, don't follow me in that category with Betty. I played nice with most other players because it's just how the day goes. I don't wake up and say,
I would never do that. Benny's my friend. So I wouldn't put you in the same. And you guys,
He said, don't you dare do that. Don't you dare put me in the same category as Benny. I'm not letting nothing like Benny. I'm like, I would never do that. Benny's my friend. Like, you're definitely multiple categories below him. I wouldn't put you, like, don't flatter yourself, Andrew. Don't even, like, not, no.
hold on. In chat,
Hi,
be
JC.
respectful because he's my guest. No, hold up. This is my channel. Be
Is he
respectful
yelling at
'cause
me?
right now he is my guest. So we will be respectful. I
He
want to
tried
hear
it.
from him. He came up here. He did it. So let's hear what he has to say. Be respectful while he's a guest up on the panel. Please. Thank you. Go ahead, Andrew. Sorry. So you don't know where we got off. Can you turn the YouTubes?
Well, where we got off is I don't like liars. I don't like people that lie. I don't like people that will take a very situation as a 6-year-old, now 6-year-old, but at the time of her disappearance, her reported disappearance, she was only 5 years old. And so I do not like that there is a very, very serious situation like this. And we have this man lying about everything, everyone, everything. He's a pathological liar. And he not only uses his own blood child that he helped create, but he's one using Summer Wells. Oh, first thing out of his mouth is, I gotta go get a 9 to 5. I don't really want to. Well, okay, like I understand wanting to be your own boss. I get that, right? But poor fucking you. Your son apparently has a 9 to 5 or whatever part-time job that he can get for his age, whatever. Thank you, Stingray. Appreciate ya. Hey, Heartsash. Stitching, Bitching, and True Crime. Gemini Moon, Sharon Tuck. Everyone coming in. Yeah. I don't like that. That's why we got off on the wrong foot, is because I just don't. If I know you're lying to me, and then a part of me is like, okay, everything they say, like Jodie Sue. I didn't really pay Jodie Sue no mind because I just think she's a liar, and she's unfounded. Everything Jodie Sue says is unfounded. Until the last few months, Benny really got on her ass. A lot of people got on her ass because she started slipping. And we've all been waiting for people to turn on each other, thinking it's got to be Dawn and Candace. Dawn and Candace. We're waiting for Dawn and Candace to turn on each other. Okay, well, we're probably really waiting for the neighbors and the actual beach creek to turn on each other. That's what we're all waiting on. This is a group effort, it sure feels like. So yeah, I slept on Jodie Sue for a little bit because I just didn't want to give her the attention. I was like, she's just fucking using Summer. She's inserting herself. I'm Summer's neighbor. So I didn't pay her attention. My mind was focused on other things. But, you know, I'm watching Benny. I'm watching these other people that are, and then I started watching her and I'm like, holy shit. So, and that's why it's good that a lot of people who are investigating this, researching, I'll say this in their own time, professional or not professional, it is good to be able to put heads together with the different people who are all doing that too and go back because it's been over 13 months now. So it is good to, because then you start to see more and more. And then it also proves like it's maybe not so good to be so laser focused like I was for months and months on, let's see, I researched the Seventh-day Adventist for months. That was what, like, but a lot of us go where we are pulled to, or we're just pulled a certain direction, right? And that's how it works. So, but yeah, Jodie Sue started slipping up. So I was on that and I was like, she doesn't need me on her ass because she already got Benny and other people. Then I started seeing her support system because I started wondering, like, there's some people who mad support her. No matter what she says, they mad support her to be safe. They want to be safe and sorry, right? They want to treat her with respect, and she's a victim, a witness, whatever, and I get that. But then she starts saying certain things, and I'm like, if people support her now, that don't look good. So I knew she was going to be losing that support, but it did take a lot for her to lose that support. So that's pretty fucked up, the things that are coming out of her mouth, right? Holy shit, if you listen to Jodie Sue long enough, you start talking like her. Part down a little bit, please. For the
Sorry,
echo.
the grandson wanted to give me back the necklace he was wearing.
This is Andrew. Yes, it is. He turned
Yes.
his camera on for me. So, and you can tell his voice.
And
So,
apparently I hit a button on my way out.
you
Sorry,
did what?
I had a button on my computer. There's like 5 extra strings open now.
He bought a layout. All right, so you don't know where we got off on the wrong foot.
Not a clue. Was
Because
it during
you
that
lie.
time where I was falling into everybody's BS and just going after everybody?
Look at me.
Was that?
I'm like, did you really just say that? Like, could I have just pounced him on this panel? Fuck yeah, I could have, right? But something told me just let him talk, just ask little questions here and there, ask, you know, just whatever. You guys, you can't take me and go play poker because this is what happens.
Time?
I'll be honest with you.
I'm like, no, you're a liar.
I just didn't like you from the get-go. I'll be honest. And the reason why is because I don't, and yeah, LTL, I saw Bob comment that in your video. I did comment. He probably has, no, I saw his comment, so he might not have me blocked. I totally forgot that this dude here on panel said that he wanted to eat me, that he's eaten other people and that he wants to eat me. So I hope Andrew does want to come back on panel because, like I said, we left with a million questions because I didn't think that he would have the shriveled up balls to come up on the panel, but he did. And because either way, if he did or didn't, it wasn't going to look good for him. That's the funniest part right here. You know it is. It's the funniest part. It is. Either way, no matter what he did, he couldn't win in this situation. I loved it. Loved it. You could be telling all the truths in the world. And I you know, I'm one. If you watch me, I know you do, you know. So I just thought a lot of what you said was lying. I didn't understand that. There's a little girl missing. So you know, I'm a mom.
Yes, I can understand that. But like I should have put out there in the beginning, and I didn't, like a fool. And I will admit that. Like I'll admit it here, like I have on my own channel. It was a lot of secondhand information, and I should have announced it. But I said it, and I just didn't. and I'm not understanding why I didn't at the time.
Right,
and
Rosie?
I will say I did make that mistake, and I should not have put it out as matter of fact information when I knew it was secondhand or just like whispers.
And I'm nodding my head like, yeah. Honestly, it just was like what I was doing. I'm nodding my head. Like, it looks like I'm agreeing. Like, yeah, dudes, yeah, I believe you. I don't know why I was like, I think it's just because I knew it was going to be bullshit. So I'm just like, yeah, yeah, here we go. You know what I mean? But yeah, because some people were like, why are you agreeing with him? I'm not. You'd have to be some kind of like real specially stupid to believe anything he's selling, buy anything he's selling, believe anything he's saying. If you believe everything you see him say, Jodie Sue,
So that's on me. I will take the blame for that.
are
But
you
you know what?
friends with Andy? Are you? What's that song? He just got that song stuck in my head. You can put the blame on me. You know what? We should. Okay, we're gonna play that after this. We put the blame on him. Friendly with him? Have you guys hung out before? Do you
Right
guys
now,
talk?
as it stands, we have a mutual friend.
A mutual friend. Okay.
Yeah.
Since
I have not personally,
say that again.
so I have not talked to him personally.
You have not talked to him personally. Okay, so there's like a middleman.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Who did he just say? Did he say there was a middleman to talk to Tim Mullen? Okay. Oh shit! I can't see him. Oh, it is him.
Got off on the wrong foot, or what pissed?
Sorry. The get-go, I'll be honest. And the reason why is because I don't, and you
Right
guys
now,
talk-
as it stands, we have
sorry y'all.
going
Now,
after everybody.
I just want to say, did you see how he's trying to act? Like, he thinks if he comes up and he's all nice and tries to be smooth with me, it's going to be, oh, okay. Because then he was like, we're getting along. Look at, we're having a decent conversation. We're getting along. Like, he thinks, I don't know what he thought. But someone was trying to get him to get off of this panel, which was hilarious. But he was on a few others last night, too. So check that out. I haven't watched them yet, but... it'll be interesting because I already caught him in a lie just from doing my panel and hopping on to the next panel. He already fucking lied and switched stories between the two panels in that amount of time. So that's...
What was that time?
I'll be honest with you.
Lupon, you bad.
I just didn't... Northern Farm Girl, hey boo. Like you from the get-go, I'll be honest. And the reason why is because I love that when you guys... When I get a lot of comments and texts and stuff that I make you guys laugh on some of my lives. And that's good because we do need to laugh through this darkness sometimes. That is okay, right? But at the same time, people think we're so freaking stupid. It is almost funny. You have to find the humor in some of it to keep from going... so angry and dark and because I mean y'all seen what happened to the stuffed animal bear, right? So I mean we have to find the humor, which maybe some of y'all don't understand but you do. But also at the same time, I'm just being totally blunt, totally me, saying how I feel. And if that's funny, that's funny, but I know it's probably more funny because you're all like, yep, I probably wouldn't say that, but Cher said it. And I'm okay with that. Don't, and you could, but Ernie say, I am for the people. For the people, by the people, to the people, whatever the fuck he used to say. Be telling all the truths in the world. And I'm blunt. If you watch me, I know you do, you know. So I just thought a lot of what you said was lying. I didn't understand that. There's a little girl missing. So I'm a mom.
Yes, I can understand
it
that.
Is too much fun in Anya.
Like I should have put out there in the beginning, and I didn't, like a fool. And I will admit that. Like I'll admit it here, like I have on my own channel. It was a lot of secondhand information, and I should have announced it when I said it, and I just didn't. And I'm not understanding why I didn't at the time. And I will say I did make that mistake, and I should not have put it out as matter for fact information when I knew it was secondhand or
But you're still
or
doing
just
it.
like whispers. So that's on me. I will take the blame for that.
Are
But
you
the-
friends
boy
with
one,
Andrew? Are you friendly with him? Have you guys
I-
hung out before?
I
Do you
right
guys
now,
talk?
as it stands, we have a mutual friend.
Andy, a mutual friend. Okay.
Yeah.
Since
I have not personally,
say that again.
so I have not talked to him personally.
You have not talked to him personally. Okay, so there's like a middleman.
No.
So he has not talked to Andy Bernard. Is that his name? AKA Baltimore, AKA Jodie Sue, baby daddy. He has never spoken to him personally, but he has a middleman speak to Andy. They speak through a middleman. What's that? Ding, ding, dinging in y'all's heads. They can't even speak directly. They have to have a middleman to speak. Doesn't take a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where did my red go?
Andrew's secondhand thoughts. So what I didn't like is right off the bat, I guess what really got me, and you came into my husband's chat once and I blocked you right away. And it was because that's the time where the things with Jose, really, like everything, there's a lot of things, a lot of lies, a lot of things that don't make sense. But with Jose, I remember you were telling people like, yeah, I just talked to him. He's in the Philippines. Like, I don't understand like why there's, again, like why were you lying
Because
for Jose?
I was actually asked to keep who was telling me, who I believed at the time was still in contact with him. The person that I was talking to, I believe that time was still talking to them. And I was asked not to say that it was him telling me what was going on.
Is it Candace or Allie? It's got to be Candace, Allie, or Jodie Sue. And you don't speak. So he takes middleman information for Andy Bernard and middleman information for Jose too. There's a middleman for all these people. Bullshit. And that's not what he said. He said, I just got off the phone with Jose. There was no middleman about it. He said, I got off the phone with Jose. This and that and this and that. Remember that, you guys? Don't. Andrew. Dude.
And then I found out later on, because I was under the same belief as most of others, that, okay, I'm getting information from somebody who's in constant contact with him.
Yeah, LT, he does.
And then when I found out later on that it was bullshit,
Persevere.
that he was in contact with someone who's talking to him, I flipped out on him personally, not on here.
Okay.
It's like, we've known each other for over a decade. Why are you going to lie to me and say you're talking to somebody when you're not? I mean, where am I going to get mad that you're not talking to him?
Andrew,
So-
do you think you're up here with a stupid girl right now?
Huh?
Do you think that you're up here? Do you think I'm a stupid girl?
No.
Okay.
Actually, quite honestly, I have one small question for you.
Okay.
Tattoos on the side of your eye.
Yep.
Did it hurt?
No.
Okay. Just curious. That's the one thing that actually attracted me to your channel in the beginning. Not realizing where your name is from, and that
My eye tattoos attracted him to my channel, y'all. Now, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but again, he's just trying to get off of, let's get off of these questions here and just be distraction. Where the hell did I get all this blue ink on my foot from? So weird. So, yeah. Because I'm up here like he's done nothing but lie. Do you think I'm stupid, Andrew?
we had issues, is because I really like your tattoo style.
Thank you. Did your teardrop hurt?
It's not a teardrop, it's a J.
It's a J?
Yes.
Okay. It looks like a teardrop. Oh yeah, I'm saying I think so too.
I see that. I told him I wanted something small, not too big, because I still have to work in public.
Okay. Can I ask, because not a lot of us tattoo by our eyes, right?
Yeah.
That's what attracted you to my tattoo style. Why the J by the I?
Because I like, obviously I like Batman, I like Joker, I like, random things, and my wife has a heart on her eye, well, next to her eye, and I was like, well, screw it. I might as well go get a J. Why not? Let's match up.
So J for Joker?
Yeah,
Okay. So you would consider yourself a Joker?
I can be at times, depending on the day.
Okay.
Most days now it's just like I just don't do nothing besides work and stay home.
Right. So can we get all the way real for a minute then? Can I ask you
ahead.
questions? Okay.
Go ahead.
J for Jackass, Sticky. I am a former drug dealer. I've always been open and honest about that. Years ago, I was a single mom for some time, right? And mostly weed.
Now he
but
turns his camera
pills
on.
as well. There he is.
Want me to judge you because you sold pot and some pills?
No, but I just want you to know I'm not no saint. You know what I'm saying? So you're up here with someone who's real. I expect to be real. I have a bullshit detector, as you probably know. I want to go back to when y'all ran to Tennessee.
Okay.
You guys all came. Now, from my understanding,
Cher,
correct
you are a
me where
joker.
I'm going wrong because I haven't watched it in some time, but I'm just going off my memory bank. If
Okay.
I'm
Harley
correct,
Quinn.
you, Jose,
Yep.
and another couple. So another couple, you and your wife, so that's two couples, and Jose, and then your kids, and then the couple's kids. All
together,
rode down.
All together, there was six children.
6 children total and 5 adults.
Yo. Hey, Dazed and
No,
Confused.
we had a few extra drivers.
All right, now, right there. He just said, because prior, when I listened to him weeks, months ago, whatever, he mentioned it was him and his wife and his kids. It was another guy and his wife, Jeffy, and his wife and their kids, and Jose. I said this back to him. So it was the 2 couples and Jose and all of your kids. Yes. Okay, so it was you and your wife, another guy and his wife, and Jose, and the 6 kids. He was like, yeah. And then now he's adding more drivers, more people. So there was more than 5 adults and 6 children that did a 24-hour round trip to Tennessee, y'all, for a house that he's never even seen or Googled that he was going to have his fucking kids live in. Now, have we ever heard him mention before? Because I hadn't, but I asked him, have you ever been to Don and Candace's? Did you spend the night there at all? Or did they offer you, like, since you were there and it was only 72 hours for your house to be ready, you know, didn't Candace just say, hey, like, you can stay here. It's 72 hours, right? And he said it was offered. Here we go. Listen up. Remember, he says Candace offered them all to stay at their house that night or until their house was ready. And they all said, no, we don't know you. We got to go. And then Jose decides to stay. Cher's thinking they all fucking stayed, just so you know. Because I don't know if other people have interviewed him or talked with him, or if he has said it on his own channel. I never heard it before last night that Candace offered for all of them to go stay over there. Ready? Let's get through this. Hey, JPL. Killer looks. I heard they stayed in the basement a couple nights, fam. Almost positive. Well, here we go, Killer. There's only a little bit left. Let's play through this. I'm just going to shut up except for if I see you guys notice something, tell me, and I'll stop it. When evil entered, trafficking for the races. Fuck yeah, with a... Yeah. This is no good. But anyways, there's a little bit of tidbits now that we're going back through it together. If you notice something, have me stop it. I'm trying to watch chat. I'll stop it. We'll go back, or, you know, take what you want. I always say all of my content is up for grabs. Go ahead. I do not strike people, copyright, whatever. I just ask if you're going to show my content, don't allow harassment. I mean, I think that's fair and simple as that. If any of my content has something you think is useful, you can respectfully use it. Okay, so there was multiple cars
Yeah.
being driven there. Okay. And I don't care if you pause it and the whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, you do that for your own channel safety, but I never worry about that either. So you can take one of my lives and play it through if you want to. I don't care. I'm just saying. Were any of them red?
No.
Okay.
If I had it my way, the truck wouldn't had even been
No,
been
listen,
yellow.
because he brings up a yellow. Put an honest about that. Years ago, I was a single mom for some time, right? And mostly weed, but pills as well. There he is. Maria, thank you so much for that Cash App donation. It's going to come in handy as we're going to be traveling for a week across Calgary and British Columbia to go see my dad for the first time since I was 5 years old, and I am going on 39, so it's been almost 34 years since I've seen my dad. And I'm scared because today's Tuesday. And a week from today, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be near the place where my sister was born. Where my sister was born in Calgary, Alberta. So we're going to be there for 2 days. So I'm really like, I'm going really back. Oh my God, why am I going to cry? Okay, anyways, it's freaking me out. But thank you so much, Maria. I appreciate that.
Want me to judge you because you sold pot and some pills?
No, but I just want you to know I'm not no saint. You know what I'm saying? So you're up here with someone who's real. I expect more than she does. I'm out of some of the products she sent me, and I'm like, I've been Googling them. I'm like, oh, when I have a few dollars saved where I can get for myself, I am like, I've kept my butter from that Trulia stuff, but I used, of course, the scrub. I just finished it like last week though, and a couple other little things, and I'm like, no. Anyway, I like everything she sent me, and I use that self tan, and I'm not gonna use that again because, well, now I don't need to. But yeah, it's fucking black, and it made my feet janky, but smelled good. Oh, cotton candy boobs. I know. This too shall pass, sis. Expect to be real. I have a bullshit detector, as you probably know. I want to go back to. I always rewind too far. I'm sorry. To Tennessee.
Okay.
You guys all came. Now, from my understanding, correct me where I'm going wrong because I haven't watched it in some time, but I'm just going off my memory bank.
Okay.
If I'm correct, you, Jose,
yep,
and another couple. So another couple, you and your wife, so that's two couples, and Jose, and then your kids, and then the couple's kids. All wrote down.
All together, there was six children.
6 children total and 5 adults.
No, we had a few extra drivers.
6 children and over 5 adults. A few extra drivers. 1 is 1, 2 is a couple, 3 is a few. That's a little thing I was told when I was little. Anyone else go with that? So what is a few extra drivers? Couple would be like 2. A few would be like 3 or 4. Okay, so there was multiple cars.
Yeah.
Being driven there. Okay. The thumbnail.
Were any of them red?
Immediately. I've used this twice now, but I just love it. I'm probably too obsessed with Rob Zombie and Cherry Moon Zombie and, you know, everything they do. But that photo that I used today, it's Beach Creek photo. You know what I'm saying? So it works, and you'll see it several more times because it just fits so perfectly in the Beach Creek bullshit.
No.
Okay. 4 or 5.
If I had it my way, the truck wouldn't had even been been yellow. But no, they were black. It was black, all black.
You ever been a drug dealer?
In my teen years.
He said Candace was supposed to buy a dresser for him. This was a plan before they went there. He knew Candace. I think, well, he says they didn't want to bring a bunch of stuff back, so he was going to, Candace offered to buy it with a table or keep it with a table. I don't know if they said buy, but that is a good catch. I don't see how he didn't know Candace before, which we kind of get into because there's just no way. Like, his son was living over there for months because me and Dawn talked about it. I said, why was Allie and her kids and stuff living over at that house when they have their own house? And Dawn's like, well, because I was in Utah and Candace doesn't like to be alone. So Allie just stayed over there with her kids. And I think Grandma was totally fine with it, or Allie's grandma, because we got Mom, yeah, Allie's grandma was okay with it because apparently to her she doesn't like. She's like, I never go over there. I don't like them. And then they're like, have you ever like just dropped anything off over there? And she was like, well, yeah, I've been to the bottom of the driveway. So you've never been there before because you don't like them, or have you been to the driveway? So again, everybody up in this is a fucking liar. Okay. So,
And
same.
just to clarify, I would not drive 12 and a half hours to go sell drugs. I drive the 3 down to New York City to do so. There's no
y'all
sense.
came from New York though, right? Didn't you drive from New York?
Upstate.
Right.
We're about 3.5 hours away from New York City itself.
You know, Tennessee, and especially that area where Summer went missing from and surrounding areas, is actually really huge on drug dealers and big amounts. We've even seen some of the busts right around the time Summer go missing. Big, large. Okay.
I don't know much about that. To be honest with you, the only thing I know about Tennessee is that's where my son lives, and that's where I had to travel once a year to go get him.
So did you all roll up there to go see your son before going to the storage unit? Did you want to go see your son first?
We went to the storage unit, and then we started looking for hotel rooms. And given the fact NASCAR was there, and I had proven it numerous times, NASCAR was there.
I do ask that, Jenna.
And we were like still looking. The kids got hungry. We stopped at the Dollar General where Allison met up with Candace, one of the boys.
What did the kids eat?
Summer.
Do you remember what they ate?
I don't know, but I don't know. All I know, it cost me $80 for what they wanted. That's all I remember. Listen, you gotta understand, these kids basically they don't care what it is as long as it's food. They're not picky, which I'm thankful for.
Especially on the road. Especially on the road, yeah.
They were tired, but yet again excited because they have not traveled out of New York before.
Where was the house that you were supposed to be renting? You guys must have had a house, a location. What was the address? If you knew you were going to a house, you were supposed to rent it. What was the address of the house?
That I don't have.
Where was the house located? Town.
It
what was
was
the town
it was about a half a mile from where Hunter lives, and about a mile and a half from where Allison's Walmart, because there's 2 Walmarts in Kingsport. And it was a mile and a half away from where Allison worked, the Walmart Allison worked at, because that's where best friend / brother was making his transfer papers to.
Okay. Okay, so y'all...
Everything was going to go on.
Really quick, well, I remember. In my description, and Cotton Candy Boobs, please drop it in the chat if you'd like. Cotton Candy Boobs rescued a couple cats. One was pregnant and had babies. So she's got 11 cats right now on her hands. So her Cash App and links are in my description. Just want you to know. And I will be sharing as I get them from my mods. Remember, mods, please email unsilenced5150@yahoo.com with all of your links that I can share in the description of my shows, because should someone want to, mods help make the community on our platforms, whoever they're modding for, what it is. So I want to be able to, that's just the littlest thing I can do. So, but yeah, she's got a full right now. It's kind of chaotic for her. So that is in the description. And Cotton Candy Boobs, please share it in the chat too, because guys, she took these little fur babies in. Now they're like overrunning. So she's gonna get proper homes and stuff, but they're gonna need food and litter and all of this stuff for her. So
on his name until I got to working down there, because their schools down there are better than up here. So that's one of the main reasons why we were going down there, is not just for me, not just for Hunter to spend time with his sister. It's also, and me also, but because it would help his sister better off in the long run.
This trip that we're talking about, did you spend any time with Hunter?
Yes, we spent the majority of an hour and a half together.
Okay, and this trip happened at what dates again? Around approximately what dates again?
September.
When you get them their homes, Cotton Candy Boobs, when I was in Minnesota doing my rescue, if I rescued ones that didn't go to the vet, or like my vet would check them out, but to get them fixed, you can put that, you can either take the money yourself, get them fixed, and then that's how you can also judge a good home. You just charge them, you give them the vet papers. Here's the vet papers. They've been fixed. They had their fleas and rabies. Here's the $70 bill here. You can have the vet paperwork, but you got to give me the $70. Then you know they're going to a good home because they've given you a little payment. So clearly, like, they're going to treat their pet better. That's how I think. That's what I was taught anyway, right? Or you just have them sign a little contract that you print out yourself, saying that within, 2-3 weeks of them adopting them from you, that you expect them to take them to the vet, and that you will check in on that. So I have done that too, but that's Minnesota anyway. I don't know if it could be differently, but you can definitely do something like that.
Like mid, 18th, 19th, somewhere around there.
Okay, so about a month before Don was arrested for the domestic.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that.
Okay.
Until
Now,
I started getting things up here. I like panda bears. Don't take it any more than that.
okay, forget the panda bears right now, because chat, leave the pandas, because we're discussing more important stuff right
We're
now.
actually being civil.
We're being civil, and we're talking. So be respectful. Forget about the pandas. Let's listen to what he's saying. So, okay, so you guys go there. It's mid-September, about a month before Don gets arrested for his domestic. Now, you all go there. You don't remember the address.
Andrew be pasty white, like Casper White.
You don't know the
next to
house.
me.
Do you have any pictures?
Why-
How did you find the house to rent? Where did you find it?
Jeffy found it on a website.
Okay, guys, this gets a little interesting. He lies so much. Jeffy works overnight, but he can't get Jeffy on the phone because he's sleeping right now on a Monday night. I don't know. Here we go. I always rewind too far, but all right, I'm going to shut up. Here we go. Okay.
Jeffy found it on a website.
Jeffy found it on a website.
Yeah, he actually was going through looking for homes down in that area. Because
Okay,
it was a good 3-4 month planning process of going down there. It wasn't just all of a sudden, poof, we're gonna go. No, it was a 3-4 month planning process and getting the money up. I mean, he took out his 401k.
I didn't think this last night. But he's saying this trip was planned for 3 or 4 months before going down there. I wonder if there is some truth to that in a more sinister way. I'm going to write that down, actually, because I didn't really... He just said that was planned for 3 or 4 months, right? That trip?
Don't take it any more than that.
Okay, forget the panda bears for right now, because chat, leave the pandas, because we're discussing more important stuff right
We're
now.
actually being civil.
We're being civil, and we're talking. So be respectful. Forget about the pandas. Let's listen to what he's saying. So, okay, so you guys go there. It's mid-September, about a month before Don gets arrested for his domestic. Now, y'all go there. You don't remember the address. You don't know where you were supposed to move. You don't know the house. Do you have any pictures?
My-
How did you find the house to rent? Where did you find it?
Jeffy found it on a website.
Jeffy
and
found it on a website.
Yeah, he actually was going through looking for homes down in that area because
Okay,
that's all,
and
because
so-
we were. It was a good 3-4 month planning process of going down there. It wasn't just all of a sudden poof we're gonna go. No, it was a 3-4 month planning process and getting the money up. I mean, he took out his 401k from his job just to be able to go down there.
So, do you remember Jose actually said this in an interview to the awesome Justin, aka Justice for All? Do you remember
Yeah.
Jose was interviewing with him and got quite friendly with him?
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay, so we're going to leave that alone. But in that interview, he said he was kind of upset. Like, he just didn't understand why Dawn and Candace didn't fix one of their sheds up into an apartment. They were lazy. They didn't understand. Is it possible you were supposed to be renting a apartment on their property
No, because
and they didn't get it done?
No, because when I first heard their address, I would have remembered it if it was that.
No, that can't.
And I didn't
Andrew.
remember that address coming up
Andrew,
at
stop. That doesn't even make sense. Stop it.
all. No, I'm being serious. I don't
wouldn't-
remember
you
their
wouldn't know.
address coming up at all. Mid, like 18th, 19th, somewhere around there.
Okay, so about a month before Dawn was arrested for the domestic.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that
Okay.
until
Now,
I started getting things up here. I like panda bears. Don't take it any more than that.
okay. I always
Forget
forget
the
the panda bears.
I'm
for right now,
sorry.
'cause
No,
I-
leave your chat.
Chat, leave the pandas because we're discussing more important stuff right
We're
now. Leave
actually
the
being
pandas alone.
civil.
We're being civil and we're talking. So please be respectful. Forget about the pandas. Let's listen to what he's saying. So, okay, so you guys go there. It's mid-September, about a month before Dawn gets arrested for his domestic. Now, y'all go there. You don't remember the address. You don't know where you were supposed to move. You don't know the house. Do you have any pictures?
My-
How did you find the house to rent? Where did you find it?
Jeffy found it on a website.
Jeffy
and
found it on a website.
Yeah, he actually was going through looking for homes down in that area because
Okay,
that's all,
and
because
so-
we were. It was a good 3-4 month planning process of going down there. It wasn't just all of a sudden poof we're gonna go. No, it was a 3-4 month planning process and getting the money up. I mean, he took out his 401k from his job just to be able to go down there.
So, do you remember Jose actually said this in an interview to the awesome Justin, aka Justice for All? Do you remember
Yeah.
Jose was interviewing with him and got quite friendly with him?
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay, so we're going to leave that alone. But in that interview, he said he was kind of upset. Like, he just didn't understand why Dawn and Candace didn't fix one of their sheds up into an apartment. They were lazy. They didn't understand. Is it possible you were supposed to be renting a apartment on their property
No, because
and they didn't get it done?
No, because when I first heard their address, I would have remembered it if it was that.
No, that can't.
And I didn't
Andrew.
remember that address coming up
Andrew,
at
stop. That doesn't even make sense. Stop it.
all. No, I'm being serious. I
You
don't
wouldn't-
remember
you
their
wouldn't know.
address coming up at all. That I remember being told to me. Their address, no.
So that's your only reason why no, that's not where you guys were supposed to be staying at. It's because nope, that address would pop up into your mind. You would
No.
remember if it was supposed to be there.
I would remember something if it had to do with country house. And it wasn't. It was right dead smack in the middle
Can't make
of,
this shit up.
um,
A town,
of
a
Kingsport.
city,
Yeah,
Kingsport.
because it was about, like I said, a half a mile away from where Hunter lives, and I could go up to the fucking, what is it there? The factory that's right around the corner from them and get work because I was gonna apply there to see if they had work.
So who all had a job set up, ready to go work on the schedule, and that's why y'all had to rush there at that time? Who had the job?
Jebby, he was on a time schedule.
Jeffy. Jeffy was on a. Are you saying Jeffy?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeffy was on a time schedule. Jeffy has a job. Where again? Me neither.
Walmart. He was actually getting transferred from here to there.
Where your ex-wife is working now, currently?
She's not my ex-wife. Never married. She was one of those.
Baby mama.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to call her these days. 1 minute is friend, next minute it's baby mama. It's.
Well, that's how baby mama and baby daddy don't go, right? So.
Not really. I mean, in all honesty, this has been one of the worst years so far since I started talking to her again.
Why do you think that is? Because that'd
really
be about the time Summer went missing, right? And all of a sudden, that's when it's strenuous for you.
No, it started March 19th is when it started.
Okay.
It happens every March 19th of every year because she knows that I'm going down there. I have to pick Hunter up by the 25th of every year.
March 15th. June 15th. Just happens to be the 15th of every month. I don't know. That just... Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. So, okay.
And it always starts March 19th. When I tell her, okay, I'm coming down to get him, she always causes a piss fit. And I'm not, it's like, listen, it's court ordered, just let it go. He wants to come, he's telling me he wants to come up, just let it go. It's not hard. It's only 2 months. It's not going to kill you. And and she's like, oh, well, it cost me this much. Okay, and it cost me just about as much as it does you to get down there, to get him. It's just I luck out because usually I have family that drives me down there, but I still have to pay them back.
Okay, so when you all drove there, which car, who did you drive? One of the drivers was his brother, probably? He had family drive him down there? Yeah, none yet. Oh, yeah. I mean, this was last minute. Didn't know he was coming up on the panel. I was about to actually end my live because I had another live scheduled, which I ended up rescheduling to make... Yeah, this was very unexpected, so I'm kind of going on a whim here. Yeah, because had I known, I would have been a little bit better prepared, as you guys can tell when I'm prepared for an interview and not, it's totally different, but yeah. Separate? Was it you and your wife and your kids? What vehicle, who was driving the vehicle you went to Tennessee in?
That would be Jeffy's girlfriend at the time.
Jeffy's girlfriend?
Yep, at the time.
Okay, so you were in there with your wife and kids. So, hey, Viking, as someone who has done bad things, right? You know how that looks. Y'all run there, you go to a storage unit, and then you run back. It looks like a drug run.
Oh yeah,
looks, sounds.
Listen, like
I said, I'm not no, right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong to feel it?
I'm not saying how it looks, but like I previously said, I'm not gonna drive 12 and a half hours to go do something when it's just...
That's the only reason that this trip wasn't a drug run? Because he could have went somewhere else in 3 or 4 hours? It wasn't a drug run because I could have went somewhere closer. That's why this wasn't a drug run. If I wanted to do a drug run, I'd go upstate New York. It's closer. It's 3.5 hours. I don't do that. I don't do drug runs. What? What are you talking about? Like, no. If I wanted to do a drug run, I know where I could have went closer. So you'd be doing drug runs, but okay.
It's a simple 3.5 hours in either north or south to go to a big city.
Little things like that, you guys gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, there's no logic in me wanting to go all the way out of state to do that. I mean, listen.
But what if somebody owed, people would drive 12 hours to go and pick up what they were owed, right?
Listen, some people would.
If they were owed. If they were owed something, right? Yeah, they'd make that drive if they were owed a big amount.
But I'm saying I don't know anybody down there to owe me. And I don't do any of that.
Or not owe you, but is it... Anyone you ride down there with ever have a past of drug dealing as well?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know
of. I know Jeffy went... I know Jeffy has his own personal
things. Yeah, was killer. We know.
He's never been a dealer.
Right.
Jose, I'm not too sure about. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, he's been in prison for it. He was on Rikers Island. We can all pull that up. I've read his whole thing.
Okay.
Do you know if he's part of the bully gang? What do you know about the bully gang?
Bullying on which part?
Which part? The bully gang. Does that
said
ring
on
a bell
which
to you?
part?
No, actually.
Is he a bully gang?
This is the first time I'm actually
The
hearing
bully
about
gang?
that.
Which part? Okay. Did you hear that?
I told you, I really,
Hey, Lorelai.
I honestly only know what I'm being told half the time. So,
Okay.
I mean,
All right,
but
so
I
let
know
me
what-
ask you about something more current for a second.
All right.
You mentioned, was it last night? You brought up the
Oh,
right.
that's what I did last night. Yes.
How would you possibly know? Can you get into that? How would you possibly know? Can you show us that J? Can you show us that? Oh, can you show us that J real close? Oh yeah. Okay, I think I can see. It looks like a J. It kind of looks like a.
I wanted to make sure it wasn't a
But no,
teardrop.
yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
sorry.
Okay. It's a J, guys, not a teardrop. All right.
But no,
All right, so, yeah.
another creator went out and did some homework and did their own thing, which of course I don't. Y'all creators do what y'all do with content. That's not, that's on you.
Last
and then they got
night,
a hold
Squids.
of me and that started
Last
asking me
night.
questions. And then they divulged some of the information that they had obtained to me
Fighting.
and asked me to keep quiet until obviously 8 o'clock tonight so they can show the proof and
Which didn't
announce it
happen.
themselves.
Didn't happen.
And last night's live, somebody came in and I got pissed off and I kind of jumped the gun.
So you're gonna have proof tonight that Jodie Sue
I'm
sold
not gonna
Candace?
have no. Listen, I'm not gonna have the proof. A different creator is gonna have the proof.
Okay. Which
But-
creator?
That there is. They asked me not to say anything
Okay.
until it comes to that point of their live. They
Is
don't
it a
want to
creator we all know? Is it a new creator?
Huh?
Is it a new creator? Someone just coming up on the
I think
spot? Someone.
It's somebody who's been quite tight-knit close to the case, and they
Okay.
just
Do you?
recently started their channel.
You ever know any houses there for? He says for sale. Which, if you think about that, that doesn't make sense because I specifically say, was it for rent or for sale? He says for sale. Well, you don't just give a security deposit to buy a house and move in. That's not what happens. Right? So what the fuck? So it had to have been for rent. Hey, Doobie. Doobie Scooby. Lipstick and pepper spray. I swear if it's Critter Scrap Farm, I quit. Oh. No, nothing ever came last night of whatever. Tiffany Marie put the clip on her channel of him blowing up on her. Oh. On who? Who did he blow up on? Oh, I want to see that.
Because they're tired of being under everybody else's thumb. So
Okay.
they kind of just said, no, it's not Ziggy. I'll be on Ziggy tomorrow.
You're going to be on Ziggy tomorrow. Today.
Yeah, because
All right. Lisa
just asked about Ziggy. And I was
Lisa
like,
Lee.
no, it's not Ziggy. Ziggy's tomorrow.
So you said that about Jodie Sue Brown. Wow,
Yep.
I actually believed it because you said it so quickly and angrily. I was like, oh shit, I kind of believe that because it just flew so quickly out of your mouth very angrily.
You know how it is. You know how it is. Why would you come up with something that evil? Unless somebody dropped it in your ear already.
Can you tell us about the first time that you met?
I agree with that, actually.
Tim Mullen.
Never met him.
Okay, not in person or conversated with or anything.
Nope, never. Never once met him. I tried to get him to come over on my channel a couple of times. Nothing.
And
I tried to get a lot of people that are basically, how do I put it, stalking my kid to come over and onto my channel so we can get down to the bottom of why they're trying to get at him. He's still underage. He's still a kid. He shouldn't have to deal with that. And,
All right.
That's how, and nobody wants to come over, do anything. It's like, whatever, fine. Not going to say anything. Jose was behind for the... What? What do you mean for the
is
money?
it?
What money? I didn't
I
even
don't
think
even
Jose
see
had
it.
money.
Jose was behind for the money. No, Crimes and Consequences. I think I know what you're talking about. There was a video out where it was going around. He had to stay behind. Yeah, there was a thing going around because there was a clip where they said Jose had to stay, and it sounded like for a bank transfer from Tim. But it wasn't. it was transfer for him. It was not Tim. So a lot of people took that and ran with it, but it just wasn't what it wasn't. It definitely sounded like he was saying waiting for a transfer from Tim. So everyone was like, oh, they're waiting for a bank transfer. They're waiting for money from Tim. And they thought, Tim Mullen, whatever. That's not what was said. Me and Mr. Cher went over it and over it and over it. And we could not get, like, it really quick when you're listening to it. Yeah, it could sound like that. But it's not what it says. That's our judgment call anyways. Yeah. A payment or something like that. That's not it. It was something different. Could be rent to own. That is there's still usually some sort of contract involved in a rent to own, right? So he should have known this information. Are you going to bring your 3 or 4 children across state to live in a house you haven't looked up online or know nothing about, but you should just trust your friend? It's a surprise, right? So he should have known. Like, there's no fucking way that before I even moved here, I was Googling the town and all of that because I wanted to fucking know. They were Googling schools and what was best for their daughter and everything, but they didn't Google where they were going to live, but they Googled schools. Weren't they going to have to know the address from where she's taking the bus? You know what I'm saying? It just all, nah. Look at my body language. Yeah, my poker face.
You want to know the thing? You want to know how Jose wound up down there?
No, he said something about a bank. I know what they're talking about, and it's being heard wrong. I promise you. I'll find that. I know what they're talking about. There was something about Tim came in and had to wait at the bank with Tim to give Jose a payment. That's what people were taking from it. And I did too. But then re-listening, no, I know exactly what you guys are talking about.
Jose,
let me get that together for you tomorrow.
Jose wasn't even supposed to go.
Jose wasn't supposed to go. Okay. All right. So you guys all get there. Y'all get there. Who has the address to the house? How come y'all went directly to a storage? Okay. Did you guys go right up to the house right away and it wasn't ready?
No, because as we arrived, we got the email that it went. We got the email that it would not be ready for another 3 days. Even though we were told before we left New York that it was ready to go. As soon as you get here, you can get the keys. It's all set. Okay. That's the only reason why we left when we did is because we were told that it was ready to go. As soon as we get down there, we got the keys. So we packed up and went down.
Okay, now hold up. Because as you're saying that, it makes me want to ask 3 days. 72 hours for someone who had already set up, paid jobs, scheduled. I'm pretty sure they could have said, hey, my house isn't ready yet. They could have probably worked with the employer. Why was the first thing, hold up, let me get it out. Why was the first thing to all turn around and drive back within 12 hours back to New York?
Because we have family here and...
No, y'all, somebody had a job.
Jeff,
he put in a transfer.
Yeah.
He stopped the transfer.
Well, come to find out, when we got back, his boss up here, we
fired him.
Didn't even put it in because he didn't want Jeffy to do it.
So he lied and said
2 days later.
Okay, so my sister worked for years at Walmart. I've ran dollar stores and truck stops, so I kind of know how scheduling works.
Nothing wrong with the 9 to 5.
That's not my point at all, Andrew. My point is that would mean his boss never took him off the schedule, lied to him and said, yep, you're transferred. Now, when you get a transfer, you do get your transfer with a estimate schedule. Yep. So Jeffy should have been on a schedule then for that Walmart, right? If I'm not mistaken. So then he had to call his boss and say, my house isn't ready. So we're just going to quick run back to New York, go back to New York. I'm going to go back to work there. Thank you, Northern Farm Girl. Tweaky business with this guy. Yeah. Thanks, Boo. And the boss says, hey, I never put your transfer in. And he's back working within 72 hours.
On schedule.
2 days later. Wow.
On schedule.
That's it. On schedule. Do you hear him? He said it twice. He's back working at the other place 2 days later on schedule. There couldn't have been a transfer then, because that is not how it works. That's not how it works. I've scheduled. I've had to make schedules. This is not how it works, people. Anyone else in here? I'm positive some of y'all be management and run schedules, make schedules, and all of that. That this is not. I've never heard anything like this in my life. So, now what I was going to do, and I forgot, is I was going to look back. He mentions March 15th. I want to know what day was that on. 2021. That's a Monday. And then he brings up the 19th, which is a Friday. Okay. So on St. Patrick's Day. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to see. A huge coincidence, huh?
No, actually, what it is to me is that it was really fucked up because he put the transfer in as soon as he took out his 401k, and as soon as he put down the down payment for the house, and they gave him a time that the house.
Why did he take his 401k out over a transfer? Why do you have to? Why would he have to?
No, he took it out so we had the money to go.
Okay.
He took out his 401k so we had the money to go, and he put his transfer in because after he took out his 401k and he got it, he put the down payment on the house, and they said, okay.
How much? How much was the down payment?
Fuck. He only had $3,000 out of the like 40 he had.
Do you know how much he got for the 401k?
He took out all of it. All 40. Do you know what I believe?
40 grand?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's rumored, I've talked with Donald that something about owing about 40, 50 grand.
Oh, I don't know. All I know is the money went on to the house and we took what was left and went down.
And then Jose waited back for a bank transfer or something to come back with the money, or?
No.
Okay.
No. Jose, like I said, Jose wasn't even supposed to go. He was
Jose just jumped in.
He was supposed to be elsewhere the day we left. And he said, well.
Where's Jeffy now?
Huh?
Where's Jeffy now? How come he hasn't ever talked?
Jeffy's getting ready for work.
He's getting ready for work?
Yeah. He works overnight.
Okay. And Jeffy just... How come Jeffy's never come out and told his story? What do you think about that?
I did have a interview with Jeffy sitting with me a while back.
Okay.
On my channel. But he really... He's just really not big in the, he's that type to where my business is my business type deal. And I don't know. He's not the same Jeffy I know. He's changed in the last couple of months. So I honestly don't know. Honestly, he used to be over here all the day. Every day he got off, he was over here hanging out, whatnot with us, spending time with us, everything. And now all of a sudden he's...
So what did you all put in the storage? What did you all have to put in the storage? Because then is there still stuff in storage right now?
No. Hell no. I might have to get a storage soon. No, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so y'all went to the storage. You went to put everything in the storage. You didn't even get to put anything in storage, did you?
We did. We emptied the truck.
Emptied the truck into the storage unit.
Yep, because there was a time limit on the truck. So we emptied the truck. We were hoping to find
what kind of truck was it?
It was a Penske truck.
Okay, what color was it?
Yellow.
Okay.
We were hoping to find a hotel for a few days that wasn't gonna run us an arm and a leg. And that didn't happen. And yeah, so a lot of people are like, wouldn't it have been smarter to go the extra 50 miles to go get a hotel? At that point in time, everybody was just way too tired. The only ones that were wide awake and having a good old time were kids.
Okay. Were you ever at Don and Candace's house? Have you ever been there? No.
Nope.
Hey, babe, Andrew's on here.
Oh, hey, I like your beard, bud.
He likes your beard, bud. Hey. He said, yeah.
See, listen, I'm not really that bad of a guy if I don't fall into the drama. I'm really not.
A lot of what comes out of your mouth doesn't add up, but it could be because a lot of what other people around doesn't add up either. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, so, all right. Okay. So you go to the storage unit. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow. I smoke the
go
marijuana.
ahead.
So you go to the
No, you're
storage unit. The house doesn't fall. It doesn't fall through or whatever. It falls through.
Yeah.
You go to the storage unit. You said you did unload stuff to the storage unit. And then what happened? You guys had to quickly unload the storage unit?
We sat there, we got there after we made a stop beforehand because we all had to go to the bathroom before we hit Kingsport.
This is probably easier, Andrew. Can you just run through the travel day? I'm gonna shut up, and I just want you to run through your day. You guys I want you to start from before y'all load up in the truck. Tell me how this plan even started. Just run me through your version of how that trip even happened.
You went from point A to point B. I got you.
Yes, please. Your way.
In all honesty, not a problem. Well, how it all started was, it was my time to go get Hunter for our visits, but COVID hit, and he was doing his thing. Was it going to deny him work? And COVID was there. So I was just like, we had a no travel zone. We had the no travel ban because we just hit. So we were like, okay, well, if that's how it's gonna be, we're gonna start looking for a spot so we can, I can see Hunter, he can spend time with his sister, and the wife started looking into schooling down there out of the blue and found out that some of the schools in Tennessee would help our daughter with her learning disabilities, unlike up here. So we were like, okay, well, that sounds like a good thing. We didn't know anything about the negatives of Tennessee until obviously this year. But at the time, it was like, okay, that's good. They got a good school in Kingsport that helps with, that will help with the disabilities of learning disorders. And I was like, all right, that's good. That'll help out our daughter a lot. And she can also spend time with Hunter. I mean, I know there's a few factory jobs down around there that, I can hit up if I need to. Not a problem. So Jeffy was here.
Did you guys not have sound when I muted myself? Is that how that works? Oh my god. Or was it only when I paused it and then it was muted?
Was at our home.
If you need to, but if you're moving to a different state, you would need a job, right?
I still had a couple $100 left over from my own, from me working for my brother.
Right, Scotty Skulls.
Okay. Not Jeffy, my other brother. I was still working with him at the time.
Was there a Jeffy, his brother? So he did ride down there with his brother. Does he have a brother named Jeffy? I know that he's got brothers. I remember seeing pictures. Fucking A. This is why people go back. He paid $200 to EyeMSin for child support. Oh shit. Red SUV in the back of a U-Haul?
No.
No red vehicle whatsoever in the back of any U-Hauls?
No. We don't have it. No. There were no red vehicles at all. None. It was black and the Penske truck, which is yellow.
Okay. So what would have been in the U-Haul? How many U-Hauls did you guys bring?
Just the one.
Multiple drivers. Just one U-Haul. Okay. So no vehicles whatsoever in the U-Haul.
No. It was let's see. My mother-in-law's dresser, desk, our kids' clothes. Well, all 6 kids' clothes, the adults' clothes, their toys, a few things from the family that we didn't really want to get rid of, but we knocked it all down to a lot of absolute need type deal. because Jeffrey's like, well, I got more than enough. If we have to, we'll just start over. And I'm like, dude, that's a whole lot to replace. He goes, well, just grab the expensive stuff and let's go. And grab what the kids' clothes and what you absolutely cannot live without. So that's what we did.
Okay.
So that's what we grabbed. I think we left my mother-in-law's table and a folding table in the U-Haul when we left because Candace said that she would take them.
Candace said she would take them. So
Yeah,
Candace
she'd take
has
the table. She'd take the wooden table and the plastic folding table. She said she'd take them because she said she liked them and that she wanted them. So I'm like, okay. No, it wasn't just one dresser. The kids had dressers. It's just we took the one dresser with us.
ignore the chat like I do and just chit chat with me. Ignore the
like,
chat.
just ignore
and
the
just
chat.
chit-chat. Yeah, just ignore the chat and just chit chat with me. We're doing good here. We're doing good.
But no, this started from May 19th and went on. It went on up until September when we left. When we got the go ahead, like, listen, we got.
When he says when we left, why do I feel like he's saying he left Tennessee in September? This all started. He's saying he got there. Did he change it to May from March, by the way? Because I thought it was March. Now it's May. Only 1 month before summer gets gone. Am I fucking crazy? I'm rewinding. Sorry.
It was my time to go get Hunter for our visits, but COVID hit, and he was doing his thing. Was it going to deny him work? Was it going to? And COVID was there. So I was just like, we had a no travel zone. We had the no travel ban because COVID just hit. So we were like, okay, well, if that's how it's going to be, we're going to start looking for a spot so we can, I can see Hunter, he can spend time with his sister. And the wife started looking into schooling down there out of the blue and found out that some of the schools in Tennessee would help our daughter with her learning disabilities, unlike up here. So we were like, okay, well, that sounds like a good thing. We didn't know anything about the negatives of Tennessee until obviously this year. But at the time, it was like, okay, that's good. They got a good school in Kingsport that helps with, that will help with the disabilities of learning disorders. And I was like, all right, that's good. That'll help out our daughter a lot. And she can also spend time with Hunter. I mean, I know there's a few factory jobs down around there that, I can hit up if I need to. Not a problem. So Jeffy was at our home.
If you need to. But if you're moving to a different state, you would need a job, right?
I still had a couple $100 left over from my own, from me working for my brother.
Okay.
Not Jeffy, my other brother. I was still working with him at the time.
Was there a red SUV in the back of a U-Haul?
No.
No red vehicle whatsoever in the back of any U-Hauls?
No. We don't have it. No. There were no red vehicles at all. None. It was black and the Penske truck, which is yellow.
Okay. So what would have been in the U-Haul? How many U-Hauls did you guys bring?
Just the one.
Multiple drivers. Just one U-Haul. Okay. So no vehicles whatsoever in the U-Haul.
No. It was let's see. My mother-in-law's dresser, desk, our kids' clothes. Well, all 6 kids' clothes, the adults' clothes, their toys, a few things from the family that we didn't really want to get rid of, but we knocked it all down to a lot of absolute need type deal because Jeffrey's like, well, I got more than enough. If we have to, we'll just start over. And I'm like, dude, that's a whole lot to replace. He goes, well, just grab the expensive stuff and let's go. And grab what the kids' clothes and what you absolutely cannot live without. So that's what we did.
Okay.
So that's what we grabbed. I think we left my mother-in-law's table and a folding table in the U-Haul when we left because Candace said that she would take them.
Left it in the U-Haul. Candace said she would take them. So
Yeah,
Candace
she'd take
has
the table. She'd take the wooden table and the plastic folding table. She said she'd take them because she said she liked them and that she wanted them. So I'm like, okay. No, it wasn't just one dresser. The kids had dressers. It's just we took the one dresser with us.
ignore the chat like I do and just chit chat with me. Ignore
he's
the
like,
chat.
just ignore
and
the
just
chat.
chit-chat. Yeah, just ignore the chat and just chit chat with me. We're doing good here. We're doing good.
But no, this started from May 19th and went on. It went on up until September when we left. When we got the go ahead, like, listen, we got this. Like, I didn't know anything about it. Jeffy's like, listen, in a couple of weeks, we got to go. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, I already put a down payment on a house. We got to go. I said, where is it? He goes, it's a mile and a half away from Allison's Walmart and a half a mile away from Hunter. I'm like, so where does that put it? He goes, don't worry about it. I got you. I'm like, I didn't question it because, like I said, I've known Jeff for years. I've known Jeff for years. I didn't question it.
Okay, I get that. But where I don't get it is y'all were looking at schools for your daughter. So you were that much into researching the area. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. But you picked up your whole family in 12 hours and drove that far. You didn't want an address where you and your children and wife were going to be residing? Because I just can't relate.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
No, he said where we were going, it would be a nice surprise. I said, listen, dude, don't play me. Just tell me that we got it. So he showed me that he put down payment on it. I said, all right, so what's the address? He goes, that's the surprise. I'm like, whatever, bro. But
it's not a surprise if he's telling you it's right by your son's, right? So what is the surprise supposed to be? Because he's telling you it's right by Walmart, it's right by your son, but let me surprise you. What's the surprise?
No,
what would be the surprise?
He knows I would have Google mapped it and I would have looked.
But you're going to live there. You should Google map it.
Yeah,
that was going to be where your kids live at.
The house, and he knows I'm very, very picky on where I live.
Obviously not. You didn't care enough to get the address this time.
I let it go on faith.
No, convenient.
That's
convenient.
I let it go on faith. Because he knows if there wasn't enough plugs in one room, I would have told him no.
Okay, now think for a minute if you weren't wrapped up in this, okay? Let's just say no one knows who you are. You're just the normal Andrew before all of this, okay? And say you get on YouTube and you're watching a panel and you're hearing this right now, okay? Would you buy what you're hearing? Would you believe it? Just believe it? Would you think it sounds off? And be honest.
In all honesty, I would say if somebody was to sit there and tell somebody that their friend, they're moving in with a friend to get a house, not a problem. Okay, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But didn't didn't get the address, and their friend said it was a surprise and they were going on faith. I would have to question how well they know their friend, because you're not going to sit there and put your own kids in that way unless you have that type of trust.
So y'all didn't go there.
But the thing about the thing,
I'm not moving to anywhere I don't Google or know an address, even if Mr. Cher says that shit. Right? Anybody? Only way I'm going to some houses if like Mr. Cher buys this house and doesn't tell me. I know nothing about the situation. And he like blindfolds me and brings me there. Not, hey, we're moving, but I'm not going to tell you where. It's a surprise. No. Fuck no. That's not how it works, especially when you have children.
The thing about the schools, though, is that it was food for thought.
Not food for thought. How do you Google the schools and know that it's so much better for your kids, but we don't know where we're living, though? Fuck out of here.
It was basically just a passing conversation.
No, it wasn't.
Like,
you said you Googled. Or maybe I should look into other houses so I don't have to live in a flop house with 20 other people as well with my kids. How come that wasn't food for thought? Your wife Googled schools, you said. How come? I just don't get why your wife or you...
Because it was food for thought. It was just a conversation.
No. If I'm moving somewhere with my kids, if I'm moving somewhere, period, I'm looking all about it. Before I even moved here, I'm Googling where I live, what's around there, what's...
Jeffy knows that I'm going to sit there and I'm going to check the neighborhood. I'm going to do all sorts of kinds of nice shit. But the thing about it is, Jeffy's seen a deal and he didn't want to pass it up.
But he told you, though. He said, it's a mile away from your son and a mile away from Walmart. Hold up. Let me get this out. Hold up.
That's beside the river. He said it was close to the river. I said, what side?
What am I doing? You knew the area then. You knew the area you were
I knew the general area. I knew the general area.
Sometimes I make myself
I don't know the exact address because even to this day, I'm like, bro, give me the goddamn address, and he won't.
What the fuck?
That's what I said. No, that's my exact words.
What? April C. Summer in a bidding war, she was generally taken because Don Candace didn't choose a buyer. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Meantime, I can't help you anymore. You need to do your own research. Who is April C? What is going on? BD Markley C is. What is the deal with April C? I have a family tree on all of them. We don't follow, if you got your family tree from, what's it called? Ancestry.com. We have learned through this case it's not exactly a, well, I'm just going to leave that alone. But we have definitely caught people putting false information on there. Let's put it that way. Members, like people, yeah. So anyway, I don't give a shit really about the family trees because they can be doctored. And I'm not sure what's going on with April C, guys. People act like your friends and stab you in the back. All right, well, I don't even know what you're talking about. But it doesn't seem right for right now.
What the fuck? Even to this day, I said, bro, give me the goddamn fucking shit. And I did have pictures of the goddamn house. I just don't have that phone. I upgraded. And I don't have access to that phone because I gave it to my daughter to use and she broke it. That's not an excuse. That's legit. If I knew where it was, I'd show you.
It all sounds like bullshit to me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be
I know,
nice.
but I'm just saying, if I knew where that phone was right now, I'd pull it out and show you. It's broke. It don't work.
But everything you're saying, okay, so where'd you get the pictures of the house from? It's on a phone that's broken and doesn't work. How'd you get the pictures of the house?
Jeffy sent them, and I've been
ask Jeffy to resend you them.
I have been.
Can you text Jeffy right now and ask him to resend that screenshot?
I'm not even sure he's awake, but I can ask.
Yeah, if you get that from Jeffy and show that on your channel, that'd be helpful.
Oh, even pretty. Sorry, wife's making merch for my channel, and she's sending me she sent me pictures. Sorry, but yes, I'll get a hold of him. Give me a second. I gotta. Jesus Christ, when was the last time I talked to him? Ah, there he is.
So were y'all picking up or dropping off?
None of the above. We were dropping ourselves off, hopefully, but that didn't help. No, we don't. Listen, I would not put my kids in that type of way. Like I said, I ain't ran drugs and fucking since I was a teenager.
How well of friends were you with Don before all of this? You must have known Don and Candace.
No, I didn't know any of them existed.
You didn't know any of them existed, but your son and Allie was living over there while Don was in Utah for months at a time.
Listen, I didn't know anything about that until...
So Allie didn't say, hey, your house didn't fall through, or hey, why don't you come stay here at this flop house of Don and Candace?
No. Actually, Candace is the one that turned around and offered us to stay at her house, and we said no.
Y'all said no except for Jose.
All of us said...
Y'all hear that before? That there was an offer for all of them to go stay at that house? Are we going to buy that didn't happen? It was an offer. She also wanted the dresser and the table that was in the U-Haul already. Not buying any of that. His lies are exhausting. I've yawned like 20 times already.
No, because we did not know her, and we had the kids. We all, if we didn't have any kids.
So you didn't know her, but your son has had her posted all over his social media. Your son's been all around her for years. She's all over Hunter's social media. So did you just not watch Hunter's social media?
Allison,
No. But you watch Hunter's social media right now.
No.
So were you not? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. No. You do. Hey, I can replay you from just the last 24 hours of your wife in the background updating you on his social media. Y'all watch your son's social media.
No. She has them.
Hey. So you never in the past looked at your son's social media. Your exes didn't look at your son's social media. Lakeisha.
I don't, what the wife watches is, I don't. She tells me, hey, he updated his shit. I'm like, okay, I don't even have him on mine. I can't even find him on mine. And then the other night, not last night, but when I did the 3-hour overnight, when I was talking to here, even though I was on my Xbox, I was talking to my son. I was talking to Hunter there. I talk to him through Xbox or when he calls me. I don't talk to him through anything else.
That's fucking sad. Did Jeff text you back?
No. I asked him if he was up, and he hasn't said anything.
Oh. Okay, so was a house... Was this house just listed for sale or for rent?
It was listed for sale from what I understand.
For sale. Okay, yes. Listed for sale. So we can go back to that time and try and search what houses within a mile of Allison's were up for sale or for rent.
And it was from my understanding of what I can remember, he said it was by the river. So I will look.
By the river.
Yeah, I will look myself back in later chats, and I'll definitely post it in community if I find it. Because I still have all his shit on my Facebook. I don't delete anything, so it should be there. Unless he texted it to the other phone.
All right, so then Andrew, June 15th happens. Summer gets gone. When did you hear about that? What were you doing? Where were you? Who were you with? How did you find out Summer was missing?
I was on a roof. No, just got home from being done with a roof, and I got a phone call from my son on the 19th. 3 days later.
On the 19th, okay.
Yup, and I got pissed.
Okay, 15 and 19th, 4, but yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I can't math sometimes either. All right, so okay. So you're. Right, I'm sorry. Repeat that again.
Cousin Aaron.
Hunter called you.
Yeah.
Okay. So Hunter called you, and he said, "Summer's missing."
He said, "Dad, I'm in some trouble." I said, "What do you mean?" Hunter. You getting ready to lay down, baby? That way. 1 second, sorry. Okay, so go look.
Okay, so he gets off of the panel now to go do whatever with his kids. Oh, thanks, Vet Girl. Where did that go? Thank you. Or was that last night? Maybe I saw it from last night. That must have been from last night. Yeah, because I pulled up the chat. Okay, unless I miss a super chat. I don't know, because it doesn't show me. But what the fuck, right? I think I'm going to leave this right here because I'm going to be back on in a couple hours, and it's going to be all things Tim Mullens, Sandman, because I've been going back through my stuff as I do, but this time something hit me. Like, I knew that there was some weirdness and some things missing, or not missing because I have them. I still have them. But you can see in conversations between me and Dawn, and I'm going to show you guys. So has there been things deleted off of Dawn Wells' cell phone since being in the hand of the Wells media manager, a.k.a. Tim Mullens, a.k.a. the Sandman? I'm going to show you tonight, and you guys can be the judge what has happened. But going back through some things, there are several videos to which Dawn is talking to me about timeline that no longer play. I do have them. I think they're downloaded on the computer. But some of it's been uploaded to my channel, so it's already on my channel. But to be able to like go back like in our messages, luckily I was smarter than that and have them downloaded. But it is quite interesting. Why is it Don retracing his steps with Cher that no longer something has happened? You can't play these videos. So that's weird. And it's been since he has had the phone. So I'm going to show y'all tonight. And then that's where we'll get into talking about these bullshit letters that the Sandman is putting out. So we're almost on 4 o'clock, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 hours, 15 minutes. We will be back. Everything Wells Media Manager related and all the shadiness of it. We can't keep letting him throw that sand in our eyes and trying to like blind us and distract us. We can't. I'm gonna go through. We're gonna go on. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you exactly what is happening, and you all be the judge, or call me crazy. Zena, hey boo, or call me crazy, because I'm fine with that. Maybe I am crazy, but it's fucking weird. Yeah, I could believe that, Livmar. I could believe that. So, until then, I will see you in 3 hours about, okay? Thanks everyone for listening. And again, take what you want from whatever you need. It's not about, oh, you have to watch it on Voices or sure put it out and whatever. No. Like Benny called to see if he could play my live. Play it. Y'all play it. Use it. Just don't bash me when you're playing it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people bash me in the chat while you're playing it. That's all I ask, but I can't even stop that anyway. But no. More important, the most important thing is everyone coming together and taking the information and filtering it through each other to study and figure things out to try and get somewhere and get answers, even though it does feel discouraging after all of this time. But after a long time too, that's when the pressure starts. It's been building up. It's been building up. It's been building up. Now we got neighbors turning on each other. It's about to break, y'all. That's what I'm praying for. I hope. Okay. So we'll see y'all tonight talking everything the Sandman. The Sandman. Oh. Okay, people are texting me. All right. Love y'all. I'll see you in a few hours. Bye.